Hello, 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 and welcome to Spooktember. We are gonna do the first stream of Spooktember, my first ever watch-along stream, and I'm excited. I am excited. Spooktember, the Halloween season, the fall season is in the air. Things are getting colder. The leaves are slowly gonna change. Pumpkin spice lattes are already served at the local coffee shops. We got all the symbols and emblems and activities revolving around Spooktember, around Halloween, in the air tonight and all over. So I'm excited. I'm very excited for this. It's my first ever watch-along stream. Exorcism of Emily Rose, which is a pretty scary movie from what I remember. And it won by like a major landslide. I just checked like the community tab recently. Yeah, where was it? I checked the community tab and it's like 189 votes. Exorcism of Emily Rose 83%. Ghostbusters 9%. Mama 4%. The Ring 4%. Kind of surprised me that Mama and The Ring got such low percentages, because those movies are pretty scary. So I don't know what it is, like how people resonated with this kind of movie. Like maybe because it's an Exorcist movie and it has that kind of that scary real life kind of lore to it, I guess. It has like maybe some sort of semblance to real life, and that's why people are kind of linked to it in a sense, because that was the whole thing about the first Exorcist movie back in the 70s, right? Like when that released, everybody's like, you better be careful, you don't want to be too bad, or you know, like a sinner, so to speak, because you could turn up like Regan, the girl from The Exorcist, you know what I mean? I mean, this was in the 70s when religion was a lot more popular, and I guess people had more faith all around, and there was a lot more of those stories going around, I would say. But nowadays still, like, you hear about certain possession stories and ghosts and things going on in the world, so like, who knows, right? Who knows? Anything could be true, and maybe that's the allure to the Exorcism of Emily Rose. So I'm not sure like how much people are going to join tonight, or if it's just going to be me commentating the whole time. Either way, I'm going to try to have a good time here and explain a bit about the movie and Spooktember in general and what I like about it. It's been a while since I live streamed a game, and I've been posting like more so fitness content lately, and you know, how to stay fit without a gym membership. Kind of this channel I'm still kind of figuring out in between, like, you know, different passions and hobbies, posting things like that. So, you know, I kind of took a mini break from the horror movie stuff and the horror gaming, but I am still tied in because it's Spooktember, and I'm planning to watch Beetlejuice 2 next week on Tuesday, I believe, so there is that. And I do want to play more horror games as well. I was talking about it, I think with was it Power Gear or Ty? I was talking about streaming Outlast, because that's a good scary game and horror game to stream. I'm just gonna tilt my camera down a little bit because it feels like it's a bit high. That should be better. Kind of like to get the full ambiance, so to speak. So I don't think anyone else is in the lobby right now, but even if you come in the lobby, or if you're watching the VOD, if you could click the like button, it helps immensely to click that like. YouTube algo kind of gets me motivated to do more of these streams as well. And yeah, tonight we're doing The Exorcism of Emily Rose. And just a little bit of history to this movie. It was released in September 9th of 2005. It has a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb, a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is interesting. Oh, 45% critic, 60% user score. Interesting. I haven't watched this movie in a long time. We're gonna check what movies this was a theatrical release, right? So I'm gonna check what movies it came out against in the box office. I just thought of that. So it made 145 million USD in the box office, 75 domestic, and 144 worldwide, with a 19 million budget. That's pretty damn good, right? I mean, it made like 20 million. It made more than like friggin' what, like 10 times the budget. Okay, Box Office Mojo. So let me break it down for you. This movie came out September 9th, 2005. We're going to click domestic. September 9th, Friday. Hurricane Katrina. Oh, wow. That was the time of the Hurricane Katrina. Wow. Okay. So it debuted against The Man in The Unfinished Line. Was The Man starring that girl from Disney? Oh no, was it thinking of another movie? The Man starred Samuel Jackson and Eugene Levy from American Pie. Never seen it. I don't think I've seen Unfinished Line either. Unfinished Line. Looks like J-Lo, Morgan Freeman. Interesting. Never heard of this movie either. So it didn't have like tough competition basically in September 9, 2005. The top 3 movies on September 9th, 2005 was The Exorcism of Emily Rose. That took top spot. Second spot is The 40-Year-Old Virgin, starring Steve, the guy from The Office, Steve something. Third got The Transporter 2, which is Jason Statham, of course. And fourth was Red Eye. And fifth was The Constant Gardener. Never heard of it. I saw Red Eye though. Red Eye was a really good movie. That was starring Cillian Murphy from Batman Begins, right? Scarecrow. He's a really good actor, and he was in Oppenheimer too. Was that last year? 2023? Oppenheimer? So that's for that. That's the box office stuff. Now let's read a little bit of the lore to do with the movie. The actual movie. We can read the premise first. So, the Reverend Moore, Tom Wilkinson, is prosecuted for the wrongful death of a girl thought to be demonically possessed because he administered the church-sanctioned exorcism that ultimately killed her. Prosecuting attorney Ethan Thomas contends that the young woman, Emily, suffered from schizophrenia and should have been medically diagnosed. Meanwhile, defense lawyer Aaron Brunner argues that Emily's condition cannot be explained by science alone. Interesting. Interesting. What else do we have here? So before we start the movie, I'm going to go through the lore, because the thing about this movie, about the Exorcism of Emily Rose, and I always heard this before, and I looked it up before stream to confirm it. Apparently, it's based on a true story. Now, I think it's loosely based on a true story. It's not like one for one. You know what I mean? It's just like they had a couple of things that possibly made this movie seem plausible in a sense. So it's loosely based on a true story. And here is the lore about it. So let me pull it up. Let me pull up the lore. There we go. Make myself smaller. You guys should be able to see the screen. So here we go. The Exorcism of Emily Rose, 2005. So apparently this is the girl, like the actress that plays Emily Rose in the movie. She's like a popular actress, right? And apparently this is Emily Rose IRL in real life. Real name Annalise Michael, born September 21st, 1952. She's born in Bavaria, Germany. She died July 1st, 1976. Cause of death, dehydration and malnourishment. So questioning the story, I'm going to turn down the music a little bit so you could hear me properly. So questioning the story, when did Annalise begin to experience strange symptoms? In 1968, when she was 17 and still in high school, Annalise began to suffer from convulsions. Court findings have her experiencing her first epileptic attack in 1969. It was then that a neurologist at the psychiatric clinic Wurzburg diagnosed her with grand mal epilepsy. So pretty much seizures, right? Soon, Annalise started experiencing... Sorry, you're going to make sure I have to chat up. Soon, Annalise started experiencing devilish hallucinations while praying. She also began to hear voices, which told her that she was damned. The court determined that by 1973, Annalise was suffering from depression and considered suicide. In 1975, convinced that she was possessed, her parents gave up on the doctors from the psychiatric clinic. They chose to rely solely on the exorcisms for healing. Really? Annalise's symptoms have since been compared with those of schizophrenia, and they may have responded to treatment. Okay, so they took it into their own hands, pretty much, and if they left them in medical treatment, maybe she would have survived? Interesting. Who first diagnosed Annalise as being possessed? The first unofficial diagnosis was made by an older woman who accompanied Annalise on a pilgrimage. She noticed that Annalise avoided walking past a particular image of Jesus, that she refused to drink water from a holy spring. That woman also claimed that Annalise smelled hellishly bad. An exorcist from a nearby town examined Annalise and concluded that she was demonically possessed. After 2 failed requests, the rite of exorcism was finally granted by the bishop. Interesting. Okay. So it was an older woman who was with Annalise on a pilgrimage. She noticed that Annalise avoided walking past an image of Jesus, and she didn't want to drink the holy water. She also smelled really bad, so maybe she was possessed at that point, pretty much. Here we go. Tom Wilkinson's character, combination of 2 real-life people, Father Arnold Renz and Pastor Ernst Alt. Did Annalise Michael really see faces of demons on the people around her like Emily Rose did in the film? According to the Washington Post, as she grew more convinced that she was possessed, Annalise began to see faces of demons on the people and things around her. Wow. What demons possessed Annalise? This is getting pretty freaky, guys. Like, I don't want to read this so much. Holy shit, man. Did Annalise's mother support the making of the film? No, Annalise's mother did not support making The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I don't want to see the film and I don't know anything about it. Holy shit, that's crazy. It's basically like, the hell with that shit. That's, yeah. Wow. How many people were found guilty in Anneliese Michael's death? I don't know how to pronounce this. Annalisa. I know there's an Annalisa name. It's popular in North America, but Annalise. So Annalise Michael, how many people were found guilty? In 2005 film The Exorcism of Emily Rose, only one of the characters, Father Richard Moore, was found guilty. Anyways, I don't want to get into spoilers. Not that there's anyone watching right now with me, but just in case you're watching the VOD, I don't want to get into spoiler territory. Dude, this is like way too scary to read. Let's go over here. The true story behind The Exorcism of Emily Rose. A couple months ago, I was sitting through my physical DVD collection. Oh, it's someone writing the article. Sty. Holy shit, look at that. Check that out. Right over there. Here. Well, I guess that's that must be the real photo, right? Of Annalise. God. Annalise Michael's story is not as rosy as Exorcism of Emily Rose, okay? Instead, it is a ghastly case of completely preventable death. Like they said, yeah, maybe if she had doctor's intervention, or they kept with doctor's intervention in a medical facility, she would have survived, apparently. That's what it sounds like. So she was born in Germany, 1952. She was raised in a strict religious household. She was introverted and religious. When she was 16, she suffered her first seizure, which damaged her brain so badly she developed depression, delusions, and a break from reality. Temporal lobe epilepsy caused the symptoms, but as she aged, her condition worsened. Within 4 years, Annalise experienced auditory hallucinations. Despite numerous treatments and medications, Annalise didn't get better. Dude, am I like scaring myself to shit reading this? So here's where the Catholic Church enters the equation. I don't know if that's big enough if you guys are reading along in the VOD. That should be. So by the time Annalise was 22 in 1975, her parents were running out of answers. They called the Catholic Church for an exorcism. They claimed the erratic behavior, the seizures, and the fact she wasn't responding to medication resulted from possession. She was then screaming about people rotting in hell, growling, throwing objects. Yeah, I remember this from the movie. Over 10 months, the pastors performed 67 exorcisms. Holy shit. They insisted on keeping Annalise in a semi-starved state for the rituals to work. Dude, is this movie or this story, the ultimate shit on religion? I'm not trying to pick sides or paint a certain picture here, but just reading this, these hardcore Catholics in Germany back in the 70s, in this situation, are basically starving this girl, dehydrating her to get the demon out. I mean, it's a strat, sure, but it's when you dehydrate people and you starve them, pretty much we need water and food to survive, right? So it's pretty freaking crazy to do that to somebody, and horrible. That's so sad. That's so sad. So they kept her semi-starved. They did their rituals. The parents stopped listening to the doctors, so they're to frickin' blame as well. Then on July 1st, 1976, she died of malnutrition and dehydration. Annalise died of malnutrition and dehydration. Her autopsy revealed her knees were broken, so she couldn't move without help. She weighed 68 pounds at 23 years old and had pneumonia. During the trial, the court charged the priest and parents with negligent homicide. Good. Good. F them. Mother effers, that's crazy. The priest claimed that although they were aware of Annelise's physical condition, it was just a result of possession. They said her parents took solace knowing their daughter was finally free. Oh, dude, I want to drop so much F-bombs right now. Look, what the up yours. That's crazy, man. Anyways, I don't want to read this too much, guys, because it's freaking depressing. So, the true life inspiration behind the movie likely had schizophrenia and wasn't possessed. So what was really going on with Annelise? There are varying theories, but the one that the person who wrote this article most subscribes to was that Annelise had untreated schizophrenia, which reared its ugly head after her first seizure. I mean, lots of people have schizophrenia in this day and age, like even functioning people, in a sense, right? We have a lot of modern day medicine that could help people with certain, I don't know, forgive me for my lack of vocabulary, but mental health conditions and things of that nature. So, I mean, this was the 70s, or, you know, back in the day. The 70s doesn't seem like that long ago, to be honest, but you would think this happened in like the 20s in the Great Depression era or something like that. But in the 70s, that's pretty crazy, man. Like, I think modern day, I'm not too sure on like the lore or the history of mental health medication and things of that nature, but they clearly said, like, if they stayed with doctor supervision, then she most likely could have survived, you know? A YouTube clip featuring some of the tapes from Annelise's exorcism is accessible here. Okay, if you guys want to go to this website, wickedhorror.com, the true story behind the Exorcism of Emily Rose, feel free. I'm not going to click it, but you can watch videos of Annelise's exorcism. However, it is a common symptom for people with schizophrenia to feel if an alien force shaped their behavior, feelings, and thoughts. Hence the feelings Annelise had experienced and affects delusions, hallucinations. Additionally, the diagnosis of schizophrenia was not even in the Diagnostic of Statistics Manual, DSM. The book used by doctors to treat patients with mental illness until 1971. Okay, there we go. So until 1971, schizophrenia diagnosis wasn't in the DSM, Diagnostic of Statistics Medicine Manual, sorry. So without an accurate diagnosis, basically, that's why it's believable that Annelise went to this, religion healing for the exorcisms, basically. Overall, the story of Annelise is sad and completely preventable. Annelise is needed to live full-time in a hospital that provided her care. Yeah, I think so too. There were no demons in this case. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, it's pretty sad. I don't know if I want to read this third article. But there's the lore for the Exorcism of Emily Rose. Pretty damn sad, if you ask me. Pretty damn sad. Wow, that's such a mind blow. yeah, it's just so like unfortunate what happened with the real life story of Annalise Michael. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but horrible. So basically, she had schizophrenia. Like plausibly, she had schizophrenia. Um, they didn't treat it, and since there was no concrete diagnosis, then Annalise and her parents got the pastors or the reverends or whatever from the Catholic Church to perform over 60 exorcisms on her. That's right, over 60 exorcisms. And during the course of these 60 or more exorcisms, near the end of it, Annalise became dehydrated and malnourished. And she had like broken knees and bones and stuff like that. And eventually she got pneumonia, and she weighed around like 65 pounds or something, the article said, right? So eventually she died from lack of care. So that's such a drag. So basically what I read just there is loosely based on the movie that I'm about to start, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. We're going to see how true or like how good the directors and the writers and the actresses do justice to that horrifying, super sad true story. I mean, they don't have to, but I can't remember, to be honest. I just remember the movie having a lot of like a lot of gruesome stuff. That's what I remember. I haven't watched this movie in like probably like freaking 20 years or something like that. A long time. I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 years. I can't remember. It's been a long time. So we'll see how much that story, that true story I just read of the young girl in Germany, rest in peace, like how do they depict it? Because apparently it's based on that story. That's what they say, right? So anyways, let me switch the scene back to the other background right here. And we're going to start this movie soon. We're going to start it soon. So if there's any lurkers in the chat, feel free to drop a message in the chat window just to let me know that we're all synced up and watching together. What I'm basically going to do, this is my first watch along stream, by the way. So forgive me if I'm a bit not good at it, for lack of better words. I'm going to try to sync it with the timer. So what I'm going to do here is, you see over on that side, on the bottom left of the video, you see on the bottom left of the video, there's that follow along text with the arrow. So there is going to be a timer. It's going to be a count up timer. So right now, the timer is on 0. It's on all zeros. And the runtime of this movie, by the way, is it's 2 hours. So you could get it on Amazon Prime, Google Play, YouTube. It's your choice. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down from 10, I guess. And then when I get to 0, I'm going to say play. And then when I say play, that timer on the screen is going to start. And that timer on the screen, on the bottom left hand of the screen, is going to represent the movie time that's playing. So whatever I'm talking about, whatever I'm commentating about and watching on the screen is going to be resembling that timer on the screen in the bottom left. Capiche? Makes sense? Kind of? Sort of? So I'm going to move my thing more like this. So I'm kind of like that. So just give me a second here. I'm going to grab some dinner I just made in the kitchen. It's already made. I'm going to just put it on a plate to bring it back. and then we could start the movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I'm pretty scared. I'm kind of sad after reading that lore that we just read, to be honest, but I mean, it is what it is. And also, I'm gonna mute the audio, obviously, because we don't want to get DCMA, right? Or DMCA, whatever the term is, copyright. So I'm gonna mute the desktop audio, so you won't be able to hear the audio of the movie on the YouTube stream. You're gonna have to play it on your device, your computer, your cell phone, your laptop, whatever, TV, smart TV. You're gonna play it on there. I'm gonna play it on my computer and listen through my headphones. You know what I mean? So you listen to the YouTube stream for my voice, and you watch the movie on your own device, if that makes sense. I just want to make sure I explain things clearly before there's any confusion, right? So again, on the bottom left of the screen, where it says follow along with the arrow, right now it's all zeros. But when I come back with the food and everything, I'm going to give a preemptive ramble, and I'm going to count down from 10. And then on 0, I'm going to say play. Then when I say play is when you click play on your side. That's when I'm clicking play on my side too. Makes sense? Okay? So I'll be back. You can listen to the music in the meantime. And yeah, we're going to enjoy getting scared in Spooktember with The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Okay, so give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna heat up the food and I'll be back. Okay, see you soon. alright, alright, alright. Got mac and cheese. Healthy mac and cheese video coming soon. I just filmed it before the stream. Okay, peeps. So, what's gonna happen here? Again, I'm gonna just break it down for a minute or so. Let me turn down the music. So what's gonna happen again? Bottom left of the screen is a counter. All zeros are on that counter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way down to 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna say play. When I say play, you click play on your side. I'm clicking play on my side. The timer is gonna start counting 1, 2, 3 on the screen. And that timer on the screen represents the movie playing. You know what I mean? The movie clock, basically. That timer on the screen is a movie clock. So I'm just gonna take a squig of water here. Okay. So I'm gonna mute the audio. I'm gonna mute the audio on my computer. Boom. Audio on my computer is muted. Just make sure. Yep, that's muted. Okay. Gonna mute that. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna count down. Let me get the movie ready on my side. Okay, got the movie ready on my side. So, again, let me get the counter ready. Scripts. Yep. Okay. Advanced timer. Yep. Okay, so again, I'm gonna count down from 10. On play, you click play, I click play, and then the counter's gonna start moving. Make sense? Okay, hopefully we could do this. Okay, so here we go. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, play. Hopefully that was synced up enough so you could see on the bottom of the screen, right? You guys see 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's what I see on my video player right here on my computer. Okay. Screen Gems presents. And I have the live chat on my second screen, so by all means, if anybody's watching, if anybody comes into the chat, drop a comment, drop a message, and we'll chat. It's all good. Now I do have all the lights off because I like watching based on a true story. See? We just read about it. I do like watching all the horror movies with the lights off. That's why I have my lights off. I'll stop talking. Here it is. Exorcism of Emily Rose. Ooh, that's blood. Timers are synced. You know, in the YouTube timer on the wallpaper, exactly the same as my player on the thing. Video player. Creepy house. Kind of reminds me of Amityville Horror. Have you guys seen that movie? Either the new one in 2005 with Ryan Reynolds, or the classic one, which is the better one back in the 70s. The OG Amityville Horror. Has like those windows, those kind of half moon, half circle windows. Oh god. Yellow jacket nest. I hate yellow jackets. It's yellow jacket season right now. They're bitches. Creepy, man. Dude. This is scary. Any Exorcist movie is freaking scary. Natural. What do you mean natural? Like the dehydration? Well, pneumonia. I mean that's choir boy. Hope everybody's having a good Spooktember. It's my favorite time of the year. Hopefully my room's not too dark either. Just let me know in the live chat. I could turn on like a little lamp. But I want to be scared. Are they lawyers? Think so. It's kind of cold. What's this? Is that the one of the priests, or is that the father? Well, not the father, but is that the father of Annalise? Oh, sorry. I hit the mic with my arm. Sorry about that. Okay. That scared me. Crazy cat lady? So they're kind of telling it after the fact, huh? Ow. Here we go. I forget what movies this actress is in. She looks familiar. 2005 this came out, huh? That's crazy. So obviously these are all Americans. But in the real life story, they're Germans. From Bavaria. True. We did. The real ones. Does this movie take place in a courtroom? I forget. Are we about to watch A Few Good Men? You can't handle the truth! Three o'clock. Right. That lines up. I forgot this takes place in a courtroom. Yeah. There were two priests, wasn't there? I thought there were two. Two. Ooh. That don't look good. Sad, right? Dude, there was two priests. Two fathers, two priests. Any lawyers watching the stream? Or the VOD? Telephoned? Okay. A fire? Is it a delusion? Shit. Oh, the sound effects are so loud. I guess that's intentional, right? Why am I watching this movie? The hell? What? Choking her? Dude. This actress is doing a great job. Oh my god. Dude, am I gonna sleep tonight or not? No more Exorcist movies, okay? No more Exorcist movies, please. Please. Oh my god. Seizures. Right. Denied. Ooh. Not good. Dude. There was no diagnosis in real life. Because it wasn't in the DSM, right? The manual. Right. There's no diagnosis, right? Sure. Damn. She's owning the floor, huh? What was that lawyer movie with Julia Roberts? Was there a lawyer movie with Julia Roberts? Aaron Brockovich or something? I don't know. It made me think of that. Forces? Really? Dude. What are you talking about? Shut up. Right. Right. Dude, forget about the demons. Did your ass want to go to jail or not? Mother effer? Half an hour in, peeps. Yeah, thunderstorm. Completely normal, right? Just a little thunder and lightning. No twisters. This movie does a good job at balancing, is it schizophrenia? Is it demons? You know what I mean? The way they film it and how the character reacts and looks. It's pretty good balance so far. I haven't watched this movie in like a decade plus, right? So, like I said, it's somewhat fresh to me. Like, I forgot about the whole lawyer stuff in the courtroom. Could you imagine seeing that? You know when you sleep, sometimes you see like, you wake up and you see like shadows? I'm not the only one, right? They made a movie about that called Shadow Men or something, Shadow People. Yeah, when you wake up and then sometimes you see like, huh, that? Yeah, sometimes you see like shadows or something, right? Or like shapes. It's like the contrast of the eye, your iris adjusting to the light, or something like that. Creepy. Is nobody asking her if she's okay? Like if you saw somebody like that in public, you'd be like, "Hey, Are you okay? Are you alright? Everyone's like, hey, screw it, right? Oh, she's in the chapel. The house of the Lord. Oh god, these two ladies are like just praying, minding their own business. Ah! Scared him off. She totally scared him off. Dude. I might have to go grab another Coke. This is a bit too scary. I could take End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger, not this. This guy's a witness. If he sees this, he's a witness. What the fuck? What the hell was with her eyes? Her eyes were all red, dude. So this guy's a witness. Van Hopper? Who's that again? Was Van Hopper the guy she was just talking to? She doesn't believe. She's an agnostic, remember? She doesn't believe. So she should be fine. Right? She should be fine. There it is, 3 o'clock. At the witching hour. I say this movie's pretty scary so far. It's like a 7 out of 10 on the scariness scale, I would say. It's not like super scary, but it's got that underlying creepy tone, I would say. Jeez, this chick lives in a big house all by herself like that? The bigger house you live in by yourself, it's like the bigger chance of more ghosts are sleeping in your rooms and stuff, right? Isn't that how it works? Don't give in. guess. What? Shit. The lights went out. Why? Why? She's got water. What the fuck? What door is that? Dude, light a candle or something. Yeah. Nobody got in, right? Dude, how are you gonna go to sleep after that? There's no way. You have to pull an all-nighter. Yeah, she's awake. $40 in. Well, 40 minutes right now. Is the ghost coming to the jail cell? Uh-oh. Archangel. Oh god, Michael the Archangel. He's calling in the big boys. No, I think it worked. You guys remember Liar Liar? That was a good lawyer movie. Snowing outside. Right. Contort the body that much, really? Gambucho. Is that a real... Is that a real drug, Gambucho? Was there a diagnosis? That's what I want to know. Yep. Fair enough. Ooh. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Cheap. You can't do that. That's inhumane. Against their own will? In Western medicine, there's no way you could shock somebody against their will. Because she was like a functioning adult. That's crazy. There's no way you could do that. Even against like mentally challenged people, so to speak, I don't think you could give them electroshock treatment just because you want to, for science or for healing them. That's bullshit, dude. I think they outlawed that shit like back in the 30s. Dude, are you focused on your trial? Like, this guy's focused on the demons. What about the trial? I think that guy's from the Matrix. Is that fake snow? Oh, maybe not. He's from some movie, this guy. I'm gonna grab another soda. I'm gonna leave the timer going and the movie going just for synchronicity. I'll be back. next? No? She looks in rough shape, dude. Rough shape. Trying to look up Gambutrol. I don't think it's a real drug. What the hell? Dude, ain't no seizures doing that. Right? I mean, people have seizures, sure, but do they friggin' convulse the body like that? And her eyes are blacked out. I don't know if her eyes are blacked out for her depiction or he sees that, you know what I mean? Oh, come on. What the hell? Scratching up the walls? What? Dude, get out of there. Spider? Is that a spider she ate? What the hell? What is she doing? Why is she kneeling like that? It's so weird. Tearing out her hair, okay. Trank her, man, trank her. So weird. Is that the demon talking? Oh god, that face. She's a really good actress. At least here. Like, holy shit, man. Kind of reminiscent of Regan from the first Exorcist movie, right? Holy shit. Very creepy. Very, very creepy. It's your dad. There it is. Walked it right into that one. Dumbasses. You had too much faith, huh? Hypersensitives. Hear both sides. Sure. There's two sides to every story, right? Really? Okay. Hmm. Oh wow. That's an interesting theory. Kind of like modulated her brain too much, numbed her out, so she couldn't get the shock from the possession treatment. This guy's an asshole. Yeah. Slander. Yeah, where's the evidence? Yeah, if she hasn't done the test herself, how does she draw that conclusion about the gamete trial, right? She's saying it, but where's her evidence? Like, there's no trial, unless she has like some medical journals about it. Right. Come on. Pigeons. Lots of pigeons. Pretty good movie so far. I mean, if you're not into law and stuff like that, you might find it a bit dry. But I find that the law stuff pretty interesting. Holy shit. Cartwright. Okay. So she talked about the demon? Like she knew she was possessed? Dude. I have a feeling Cartwright's gonna bite the dust. You know, there's like those scenes in the movie where you have like the character, they're gonna help everything, solve it, it's gonna be huge, and then they kill that character. That's the feeling I'm getting here. I don't remember what happens, to be honest. But that's like a common trope in movies. Dude, the more you mention it, the more she's gonna think about it. You guys know the saying, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Just don't think about it. We all do. Pennies? Elizabeth. Okay. So it's a good thing. Mystic. What are we playing? Dark Souls? Archdiocese? What's that mean? part, right? Should have stayed away, man. Three o'clock. It's 3 in the morning. Getting cold. It's really chilly in my room. Feels like a ghost zone. Who the hell is playing the tape? Hey, Alex. Welcome to the chat. Sorry, I was just getting comfy. It's all bundled up. It's pretty good, Alex. How you doing? We're about 1 hour and 12 minutes through the movie. And this movie's pretty scary. Have you seen it, Alex? Burning smell. Was it windy as hell? Down under? It's pretty cold over here in Toronto. It's like 16 degrees Celsius outside. True Spooktember weather. And this movie's pretty good. You should check it out sometime. This guy's tripping out. Pray for us sinners. The pictures are going wild. This guy's tripping out, the priest. Holy crap. Oh, is there major power outages over there in Australia? That's crazy, Alex. That's some crazy windstorms. 120 kilometers per hour? Do y'all get tornadoes over there ever, or no? Is it like too surrounded by water to get tornadoes? Maybe hurricanes, though. I can't remember if I heard hurricanes or tornadoes ever hitting Australia, since it's like one huge island, right? That and New Zealand. The demon. The father seen the demon. Oh, really, Alex? Y'all got a twister over there. Jeez, that's crazy. Sorry to hear. Glad you're safe, though. Seems like you have power, right? Even though lots of people around you lost power. Tristan! What's going on, buddy? Nice to see ya. Happy Saturday. We're watching The Exorcism of Emily Rose. More than halfway through. I don't know if you've seen it, Tristan, but it's a pretty scary movie. Yeah, good that you have power, Alex. Have you seen any of the Exorcist movies, Tristan? Or Alex? Exorcist 1 and I think 2 or 3 are the best. The original one came out in the 70s. Oh, they're good, Tristan. Really scary, but good. Right now they have the priest in the bedroom about to exorcise the demon out of the girl. That's the scene that's happening right now. So freaky. Oh, you haven't seen any, huh, Alex? I don't know, the community post I posted last week, this got, like, with over 160 votes, this won by, like, 80%. I was surprised. It beat The Ring, Mama, and the new Ghostbusters movie. Ooh. Inverted cross. I want to do another watch along next week. I'm just trying to think of what movies to put for like theme. Ooh. Scary. Yeah, you remember that, Alex? 7 days. 7 days. The original Ring. 2002. That was a good ass movie, man. I rented that from Blockbuster, by the way. I think I rented it on DVD because I had PS2 at the time. Played it on my PlayStation 2. The Ring. And remember when Scary Movie parodied it? They made a parody of The Ring. Scary Movie 3, I think it was. Damn. Emily's totally possessed. They're trying to exorcise the demon out. Ooh. I mean, these movies are kind of like. They're kind of like The Conjuring, Insidious. Actually, more like The Conjuring. Because The Conjuring has like some exorcism theme to it as well, right? Those Conjuring movies. So I would compare like the Exorcist movies to Conjuring. I command you. This chick is freaking out. Emily Rose. Speaking in like pig Latin or something. The actress is really good. Alright, Alex, take care. Peace out. Thanks for stopping in. I'll chat with you next time. Stay safe out there in the high winds. Oh shit. The horse kicked him right in the chest. Holy crap. I like the law aspect of this movie because it kind of like takes it back to the real world. Like makes it kind of interesting, like with the law stuff and the breakdown. I mean, a law room isn't really scary, right? Yes. Hmm. She was on the drugs. Bad choice. Strange. He says that he would have let her continue with medical care, but then he conflicted it by saying faith alone, that she had to see it out to the end with faith alone. That's a conflicting statement. Patronizing. Were they those languages? How could he say? How could he say? Really patronizing. That guy's a pure asshole, that lawyer. Where's Cartwright? Where is Cartwright? Where is Cartwright? What'd I tell you? It's common movie trope. That savior character comes in. They're gonna save the day. Remember The Simpsons, Willie with the axe? Or Willie gets axed in the back? Ugh. The Shining. Isn't it Shining? You want to get sued? Well, there's Cartwright. What the hell? Holy. Run, Cartwright! Run! Ooh! Dude, Cartwright got hit! He got run over! Holy shit! I know what they could do, and then they gets run over. That's crazy. How does that make sense? So who was driving the car? James Van Hopper. Why? Is it screwing up the case? Because he has to tell the truth? I guess so, but he's like the main defendant, isn't he? So he's gonna come up to the stand sooner or later, regardless. Like, he's defending his case. Gotta put half an hour left, peeps. This doesn't feel like a horror movie per se. It is scary at times, but it's like a murder mystery mixed in with possession, you know? It's not like a complete horror movie. Murder mystery, what's going on? Letters. Who remembers writing letters back in the day? Before computers? There was a time before computers. It did exist. People still write letters today for nostalgia. She's wearing the locket. Another... See, that's the other priest. Oh no, sorry. I thought the other guy was a priest too. It's almost midnight. God. Oh, I look like a mummy. I'm cold. I'm freaking chilly in my room. Well, there's the wallpaper. The tree. The foggy tree. Creepy. Creepy. Wow. She's talking to the Virgin Mary? Holy crap. She chooses to stay? That's insane. To suffer, huh? I said it before, but this actress does a phenomenal job. Excuse me. Stigmata. Sad. Sad. Interesting theory. It's going back and forth between the two spiritual and medical side, right? Scientific side. Excuse me. It's a sad picture. It's very similar to the real one. Sad, dude. Sad. Okay. Court case movie. Maybe. Sure. I don't know. He might have miscalculated, though. Despite his love, he could have miscalculated, made an error. I don't know, man. I don't know. Their true story was the priest's fault. There's too much faith. The verdict is ooh, guilty. Well, that's the true story. Up to 10 years. A sentence of time served. What's that mean? Up to 10 months, she said. Free to go. What happened? He already served time before? It doesn't make sense. First, it was up to 10 years. Now he's free to go? Just because the jury made a suggestion that if he already served time, then he's free to go. I guess he was in a jail cell before, wasn't he? He wasn't in there for 10 years, that's for sure. I don't think so, anyways. Dude, is he gonna get the same treatment as Cartwright? He got out too early. Archdiocese, I gotta look that up. The area of which archbishop and some Christian churches are in charge. They're in a courtroom, not a church. How does archdiocese have to do with church government, when these mother effers are in a courtroom, right? I don't know. I'm freaking confused. Pretty good movie, peeps. I rated like, I don't know, 6.5 out of 10. Maybe 6. There's there's scary moments, but it's like a murder mystery. It's like Clue, right? I want more horror in my horror movies. This was interesting as a standalone, but I don't really consider it horror, to be honest. What? The People versus Richard. Oh, it's all the case files in a banker's box? Interesting. Got 4 minutes left. 11:14. The clock says. Is it gonna hit 3? Out of nowhere. Or is it going to freeze? Imagine it turns to 3 all of a sudden from 11:14. You're never safe. Okay, open-ended. As Emily predicted, her story has affected many people. Emily's gravesite has become an official holy shrine. Well, not Emily, it'd be Annalise. After the trial, Father Moore went into seclusion, refusing to appeal. Okay. Eric Bruner shared his case files with an expert medical research. Okay. I mean, he was an asshole, but he was right about a lot of stuff too, right? That's it. As the credits roll, we have finished this first Spooktember watch along. Compadres. Oh man, I'm pretty tired. That was a good movie though. I think I give it like 6.5 though. 6.5 out of 10. Around there. 6. 6.5 ish. I wouldn't say 7 because it doesn't feel like a typical horror movie like the first Exorcist and the early Exorcist movies were. It feels more like a murder mystery Clue type movie, you know what I mean? If you guys have played the game of Clue, or watched the movie Clue starring the guy who played Pennywise, Tim Curry. Like it feels like that. It feels like a murder mystery Clue mixed in with exorcism and dabbling with that sort of thing, right? So there were scary moments like here and there, but they were kind of like they were really few and far between. Like the pacing of it was like, yeah, that was scary. Yeah, that happened. Is it a concrete answer if she was really possessed or not? I guess if Dr. Cartwright died all of a sudden from that guy hitting him, but that could have been a coincidence too. Maybe he was going in a psychotic episode, right? He could have been just going AWOL in his mind, being freaked out. I mean, people could freak out themselves and each other and just cause pain from like running in front of a bus or something because of anxiety or whatever, right? So I don't think it was conclusive or not that she died from the possession or whatever. It seems like this movie wants to paint the picture that way, that she did die because of the possession, but I think this movie also painted both sides of the argument, and it's up to the viewer to kind of decide, I would say. And we all know the true story that I read before I started the movie. At the start of the stream, it was actually a medical thing, but at that time in 1970, they didn't diagnose schizophrenia officially in the DSM, that book of medicine, basically. So because of that, people were unsure. The parents were unsure. They went to the priest, and the priest said, "We could take care of it. Let us do our thing." And like idiots, they dehydrated her and malnourished her, and she died from a pneumonia when she was like 60 something pounds. Totally avoidable, pretty much. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna stop the counter. Let me see if I could pause it. Start stop. There we go. 2107. But that's it pretty much, guys. Filmed in Vancouver, Canada. Cool. Sweet. So that's pretty much it for the stream today, folks. If anybody was lurking and watching by chance, thank you for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to Tristan and Alex for stopping by to say hello in the chat. Appreciate it as always, people. And yeah, that's it for this first edition of Spooktember. If you could like the video, I'd appreciate it a lot. It goes a long way. Subscribe for more of this content. I'll be doing some horror live streams, horror gaming, sci-fi stuff, Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, you know, everything related to spookiness pretty much for September and October. I'm going to watch Beetlejuice on Tuesday. You know, it's cheap night at the cinema on Tuesdays, so planning to watch Beetlejuice on Tuesday to see how that is, and I'll probably be posting a out of theater reaction and review and stuff like that. And I'm gonna post another community tab poll for a watch along. I know that the chat wasn't very active tonight, and I'm not sure if anybody was lurking and watching. It's fine if you lurk and watch and don't chat, but it's ambiguous. I'm not sure if people were tuning in or not, but regardless of the fact, I enjoy watching these movies and seeing what people like and vote for, and I find it interesting. And even off stream, like last September, when I wasn't streaming about movies and stuff like that, I was like watching horror movies like every week in September, and then in October almost like every other day. So it's just something I pretty much do anyways. It's one of my passions and interests, I guess, is horror movies and sci-fi and gaming and etc. etc. So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm not sure the theme yet for the next Spooktember, the next week Spooktember watch along, but I'll be posting it sooner or later just so people have an idea if they want to join or not, and just so we get a good tabulation of votes pretty much on what's going to happen. So again, thank you for watching. It's midnight here on the East Coast, 12:17 a.m., September 9th. We're 8 days into Spooktember already. Time is flying. It's cold as a witch's tit outside, so the fall weather is officially here. So anyways, the Exorcism of Emily Rose, I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Cool murder mystery exorcist scary moments type of film, but I wouldn't rate it in my top echelon type of horror movies, to be honest, but it was fun to watch anyways. So everybody, thanks for voting on the community post. If you stop by the stream, thanks for watching and checking it out. And if you're watching the VOD at all after the fact, after September 7th and 8th, then yeah, please leave a comment below. I'm very interactive in the comments and the chats, so I'll more than likely reply. And also, if you're watching the VOD, please click the like video and subscribe for more of this type of content. So anyways, that's it for me tonight. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for watching. From the Spooktember watch along live stream, I will catch you guys next time. Take care. Peace. Have a good night.